Okay, it's Wednesday, it's time for another boot fair, and I'm a bit more with it than I was for my last one. My last one, I kind of woke up at 10 to 6 and was scrabbling around, but I got up at 5 o'clock today. I've had a cup of tea, I've had some Cheerios, and I'm ready to go. So let's see what we can get. Right, just got back, and yeah, a bit of a weird day today. I woke up and I was like raring to go, in the right frame of mind. I got an early night, up at 5 o'clock, nice bit of breakfast. Not like Wednesday when I was all over the shop. And I was actually first in the queue, having a lovely chat, lovely morning, and got in there and really struggled for a long time to get anything. I don't quite know why that was. I guess it just happens sometimes. And Luke was there, and he was struggling a bit too. And then he hit upon he knows a guy, and he got a lot of really good stuff. Like he got a boxed PS3 and just a few really nice bits to get him going. And I was thinking, oh, is it going to happen for me? It was really good that he got those bits. I was pleased for him. And he was being so generous. He was going, oh, next time, we're here, you can have first dibs. And I was like, no, it is what it is. But I kept going. And then towards the end, I picked up some nice bits, really nice bits. So in the end, all in all, when I got it out of the car, I was pretty happy with what I got. It's weird how it can change. But anyway, enough of me rabbiting on. Let's flip round. What you want to see is the stuff, isn't it? Yes, it is. I'm going to flip around and show you what I've got today. Just quickly before I get going on all this stuff, Kieran, Rummage Around, is that close to getting 1,000 subscribers. So if you can spare a sub, go over and sub to him. I think he was about 10 short. So that would be a good start to the weekend if Kieran can do it. Rummage Around, unlike me, he's full of energy and sort of get up and go. So if you fancy a bit of that, get over to his channel and you could be that 1,000th subscriber, who knows. Right, let's get on with this haul. I suppose the first thing to show you is right at the bottom here, this Commodore 64, and it isn't really a car boot pickup. Well, it is in a kind of way. You've got all the data set, a Cheetah 125 joystick, and some bits and bobs of software and books. I bought this off Happy Chap 84. I'll put a link to his channel. He's shown everyone on his channel what's included. So if you do want a good look at what that bundle includes, there's a link in top left corner, I think, or top right corner, and you can go and have a look at that. I got this, it's for my collection, I'm not going to resell it, and it's an original Bread Bin 64. Untested. I asked him not to plug it in because sometimes you can plug it in and blow the motherboard. So yeah, I won't say how much I paid because obviously it's a deal between me and him, but you can have a look on his channel to see how much he paid for it. I think he got it down at the A3 boot fair. Right, let's get on with some other bits and bobs. So I've got two of these dance mats. This is a 4Gamers dance mat. I've sold them before, haven't had them in a while. I don't think they're hugely popular, but that one cost £1 and this one cost £2. So I think they sell for more than that. And then this is a Harlequins rugby top. That was, and all of this is just about to fall off, that was £1. The buzz controllers were £2. There's no game in that box, but I did know that when I bought it. So I'm sure I can get hold of a buzz game from somewhere quite cheap. And I think it'll sell 15 to 20. These two bits, well, it's a nunchuck, but forget about the nunchuck. I bought it for this really. What do you call it, Motion Plus, and the Sony, this is a PSP power supply. They were on the store where everything on the table was £1. So that was £1 and that was £1, and I got the nunchuck with it. So that's that. The Mastermind, which is, I always get these and I think, oh yeah, never seen that before, that'll be really vintage and rare and worth a lot of money, but they never are. It's probably worth, maybe maximum a tenner. Scrabble, I don't think I've sold normal Scrabble, but I imagine that's probably about a tenner as well. They were £1.50 each. These two, I'd never normally buy these, but they were 50p each. So we'll probably keep them, and we've got an Xbox One, so we'll stick them with our collection. And from the same bloke, I got the PlayStation Thrustmaster steering wheel and pedals, and that was £1, which is dirt cheap. So I'm sure that will sell for more. This isn't. I don't normally get a lot of clothes. It's a rather nice looking Lonsdale jacket on the small side. Has it got a size in it? Yeah, size small. but that was £3.50. So it looks brand spanking new. Obviously I'll sell it as used, but yeah, really good condition. So loving that. And another pair of shoes. They were a £5. I think if they were just out on a stall like that, I wouldn't get them, but they did have the box near them, even though it needs putting back together. But they're obviously genuine, he said, crossing his fingers. Well, I think they're genuine. The label looked good on them. So there's some really dodgy stuff up there. There was some other shirts where the stitching is all over the place. So you've got to be so careful. But they look genuine. So they were £5. Tried to get them for £4, but he wasn't having it. So that's fair enough. I've sold 2 of these recently. One boxed, one unboxed. I think it went for around the 25 mark, maybe a touch less. It's a Logitech Extreme 3D Pro joystick. You see them quite a lot. They have to go Hermes. Can't get that in a small parcel. That cost me £3. Easy to test. USB, stick it in, go to your device properties in control panel, and open up that device, and you can check it out. Right, Boggle for £1. You can tell I'm getting desperate if I'm buying clothes or buying Boggle for £1. Couldn't even get it for 50p. This was £3. It's an Xbox One controller, Power A controller. I'm suspecting it's not going to work because she did have another one she was selling with it, but this cable's completely pulled out. If it does work, it's a nice surprise and will probably be kept for us to fall back on when one of ours breaks, because it's bound to happen. Funny story behind this. I bought this off a guy, but I actually saw him buy it a few weeks ago. So I don't know what that means, but he says he hasn't had a chance to test it. And well, it was a tenner. It's got a couple of games in there, but they are totally scratched. That one is. I don't have a disc polisher. Look, that is really. I don't know what they look. That's a challenge for anyone who's got a disc polisher to make those work again. But for a tenner, even for parts, I think it's probably worth it. The guy said he couldn't test it because he didn't have the leads. Now I've got the leads, so I'll just give it a good clean up. And looks like the power button's stuck on it. So yeah, it looks like it just needs a bit of work, but give it a go for a tenner. And I got off the same guy. And these do have issues. I mean, I'm all right buying these, and I'm quite glad when they say, oh, the tape deck doesn't play, because it does mean that they are being straight with you. But these are both Philips. This one's slightly bigger. I don't know if you can get the model number on it. This one has got the real look of you know, a nice vintage boom box. And hopefully it's just... the belts that have gone on it, and it's got shortwave on it. It's something I always check. They've both got shortwave. It's always a bit of a plus if it's got shortwave. This one's got detachable speakers, but they were a tenner each. So yeah, off the same guy who sold me the Dreamcast. So that was a tenner, and you know, £30 for the 3 items. And the guy, I said I saw him buy this. The guy he bought it off sold me. He has some really good stuff, and Luke got a Mewtwo off him, so he got and that PS3 boxed, really nice stuff. And eventually he sold me some stuff, which I was pleased about. Sort of like I checked his stall about 5 times, so he sold me these 2 genuine Nintendo GameCube controllers for £8, which I thought was quite good. And I've got a few of these Buzz Lightyears, but this one's in good condition. Probably sell for maybe 12 to 15. It cost me £3. And I was thinking, do I really want another one? But for £3, I thought, well, why not? I do see people trying to sell them for sort of like 7, 8, 9, and you know, it's not worth it for that, but for 3, it's okay. And the last thing I picked up right at the end, sort of hiding away in a box, was this Nintendo Game Boy Advance SP. With 2 Game Boy Advance games, Scooby-Doo and Buffy, and a genuine Nintendo charger. And it's got a right funny thing on the end, which I've never seen. I've never had one of these. seen them a few times and just missed out on them a few times. That was a £5. So all in all, this kind of like last four, the controllers, the Nintendo Game Boy Advance, the Panasonics, no, sorry, the Philips, not Panasonics, Philips, and the Dreamcast was right at the end. So you can never tell how a boot fair is going to go. Let me flip round and finish off. Right, so all in all, not a bad day. Started off sort of slow and then got going. So pleased to get that stuff. The rest of the day I'm going to be listing because stuff is piling up. It's getting a little bit crazy. I've got a few things to pack, so I might get those out of the way too. Like to get them done before Monday. The plan tomorrow is probably go down the A3 and get down there for a massive boot fair and see what's going on down there. So if you have been booting today, I hope you got some good stuff. If you're going tomorrow, fingers crossed from me that you get some really great finds. Just keep hunting and hopefully you'll get some good stuff. But for now, take care and I'll see you soon.